I should be going live now. Check, check. Mic is good this time. Unlike yesterday, where I started streaming and the mic was not working. Every time Windows does an update, it changes the default mic settings from what it's supposed to be to whatever it was. Looks like it's working now. There we go. Good, good. Okay. Let me just pull up my YouTube chat, as is tradition, so I can see what's happening over there. Good, good. Good numbers on YouTube, by the way. Surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, but I guess interestingly enough, going live on YouTube is something I've just not done too much over the years until this year. And there's a pretty serious viewership on it. 150 people just on YouTube, which is awesome. Sorry if I've ignored you guys all that for these years. I wonder, why do people do lives all the time on YouTube? I never watch them. Do you guys watch them? Apparently you do. Apparently you do. Okay, we'll take some of this. We'll go visit Twitter. Exciting new news. New character called Garmin Humble. So there's no Jax, but we have a Garmin Humble coming in. And no one seems to have seen this. We'll do that. Northern Printworks. Good morning. First one in. N. Kaylee. Hello. Semphus Rython. It's crazy ship sold out. Yes, we'll talk about that. Giant JPEGs. Exactly. We'll get there in a second. Apparently, what, was 80 seconds worth? Which reminds me, we will pull up the stretch goals. No chat's covering that picture, but not we. 488,000. It's blocked by the chat. Where is it? There. We'll take a look at that. Do you guys want to bring in a guy that actually bought one of these? What is he thinking? What is he thinking to spend this kind of money? Maybe we'll go inside the head of a individual that actually purchased a $3,000 JPEG today. That sounds like a possible good idea. Let's just check that we are streaming right now. YouTube is good. Twitch is running. Okay. I did it right today. And everything's working. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Welcome to IAE. Day 2. Today. Oh, by the way. This seems to have slipped past everyone. See the section here? If you click that and you come here, there's a little video in here. Security Superstar. It's like an article written about Garmin Humble, new character being introduced to, I believe this is the first time. It's the first time I've seen this. Any of you seen this before? I haven't. Oh, wait, I need to announce that I'm live on my Discord. One sec. I am live. And then I gotta drop a link to my Twitch, like so. As is tradition. There we go. Alright. That is done. Going live. All right. I think we're good. Camera, mic, lights, all working. Yep. Good to go. I used to watch Twitch before lockdown, now pretty much YouTube. Is it, Tommy, do you prefer YouTube over Twitch? Why? What was lockdown on Twitch? Invictus, good morning. What lockdown are you talking about? Notes. Bobbleheads. I saw Smitty got one of these bobbleheads. Looked pretty cool. What are these supposed to be? Clickable ads? I guess so. Oh, okay. There's a bit to look through. How the future began. Well, there's a bunch of things to look through. All right. the alien ship we all talked about and bought yesterday. So I guess this is a good place to start. Day one we did. I never bothered clicking this yesterday. Any of you guys do that? No, just the alien ship. Okay, we'll begin on day two. The lockdown during COVID. Athy, what's up? Thank you for joining us. I hope you have your box wine ready. Or was it too early? Ninja Girl went and got a second bottle of that bodacious, what is it, how many gallons? Is it a gallon of bodacious wine? I didn't see. Kay says, good morning, how are you? Semphus is a bit curious. Semphus, you know, it's okay to be curious. We're very accepting of all sexual identities here. And if you just want to go out and explore a bit, that's perfectly fine. Do what feels good for you. I mean, don't think other people should dictate what you should be doing. But I don't know if that's a topic for right now, because right now we're going to talk spaceships. Solar Tis, what's up? Hi, mates. Australia or UK, Solar? So, I think we should kick off today. Well, first of all, IAE, day two. We have Aegis, one of 22 vehicles. Let's run through what's available today. There was just a Javelin sale for $3,000 a pop. I saw that at least one individual in our Discord had already done that. Some Mando-inspired content there. Right. So no one saw that yet. Any cardio today? No. We'll do a stream for a bit, and I got to hit the gym, I think, just before. We'll do the gym after lunch. I got to do legs and shoulders. Maybe I'll split that up into just legs on its own or just shoulders on its own. I find legs and shoulders in one day is a tough one. Did all this Javelin sell out? Yes, but I mean, technically they're not sold out because they always have stock. It's a time-limited sale. And based off the numbers, what they're going for, 3,000 a pop? Let's assume this is all Javelins. They're selling about 150 to 160. 160 Javelins. 160 times 3,000 a pop. Gives you that number. Yeah, you know what? I think they probably sold about 160 of them. And so basically the sale goes up. We don't know if it's time limited. And correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Is the Javelin sale time limited or number limited? Do they say here's 160 and sell because they sell it in 5 seconds sometimes? Or is it they just let it go for X amount of time? I think it's basically just the number, whether it's 150. I think 150 is more of a normal number to probably sell. That's a round number. Right, number limited. Right, so let's assume 100. I don't know why let's say 160. 150 is a nice number. Put 150 up for sale at $3,000 a pop. Gives you 450,000, and this cover the chat. Assuming they sold 150 Javelins, that would give us that number there. Seeing that we're already selling around 30,000 an hour of other ships before that, yeah, it is. It's exactly that. 150 Javelins were sold in what amount of time it is. I know there's been a lot of discussions and videos talking about the unfairness of what we call the F5 wars, basically, where you basically slam F5 or run a script to have a bot basically go in there and place this order for you before anyone else does. I disagree strongly with this method. I think it's unfair. If someone wants to spend $3,000, which is an incredibly irresponsible amount of money to spend on a game, then let them spend $3,000, right? And we'll go take a look at the Javelin in a second. It's a big JPEG in Star Citizen. Number limited. Thanks, Chauvin. Right. It won't be 150 Javelins because it's also 1,500 for an Idris. Oh, the Javelin and Idris sold at the same time. Okay. Wait, so Javelins and Idrises and everything else? So it's not all Javelins then. Makes sense. But look, they're going to pick a round number, right? Can we say 100 Javelins and the rest are 100 javelins and 100 Idris. So the Idris is 1,500 too. Yeah, that would make sense. Just 100 of each. I mean, they got to like round numbers, right? Could be 50. It could be 3 if it's going to go that way. Yeah. Hope the Idris comes out soon and may get that as a loaner for the Kraken. Yeah, we'll see. But in any case, it is number limited. They don't tell us the number. But we can guess. Maybe 50 javelins, 150 Idrises. It's possible. It's crazy. It's Star Citizen is one of the only, well, there may exist other games I'm unaware of, but the only game where people will willingly throw out $3,000 and go, yeah, I've made a good purchase. It's crazy that people chase this stuff, but at the same time, if you have the means and you have $3,000 you can toss around, buy yourself a present, then hey, it's your money, go for it, right? CIG would not be where it is without individuals like that funding this game. So to everyone with the deep pockets who is funding this kind of stuff, thank you from the rest of us. We appreciate your sacrifice. Does Test still use Gilded? Invictus, no, we're not actively using that. It's still there in case we need tiered comms, which is something Discord does not have. But just quickly on that tangent there with Gilded, great platform. They did an amazing job with it. That took a lot of advice from gamers and gave gamers what they needed in a communications platform. Our problem was that we started off on Discord. We built ourselves up on Discord, and you can't split the community and go, okay, now come to Gilded, because you're just basically splitting the community in two, right? So we gave it a shot. We liked what we saw. But we're on Discord, and at such time, if we do need tier comms desperately, which may happen, we can simply say, hey, come to Gilded for tiered comms. But we're not actively using it right now. I do recommend it, though, if you have a group and you're looking, you don't care, if you're platform agnostic, you don't care if it's Discord or not, try out Gilded. They have done a wonderful job at catering to the gamer demographic. $3,000 for a ship. Yes. So, before we get to that, let's just take a look at what is being offered right now by IAE Day 3. That's the International Aerospace Expo. The Penguin, or rather the Avenger, also known as the Penguin, because of the color scheme, you see. $60 as a starter ship. Not bad. It's got a nice little interior. Does everything you need, but this is one of the oldest ships in the game. Also, you can fly it for free. It's okay. It's a starter. Don't expect anything magical from it, but it is an old fan favorite. Death's also saying it's the best all-round. Is it? Compared to the original starter ships like the Aurora, it is definitely a leg up on that with the interior of it, but it's okay. It's a starter ship. For a starter ship, it's fine. For $60, it's okay. Nomad is better, says Athy. Yeah, but the Nomad is not 60. What's the Nomad? 75? For the price. Let's put this way. For $60, you get it's a good deal. It's not bad, right? Yeah. Moving along. The Avenger Titan is the what's this one called? Stalker. What is the difference? I've never owned these ships. There's a difference between them, but I'm guessing this one is more fighter focused. There's extra weapons on this one. $60 also, giving you the option. Then there's the Renegade, which comes in the pretty colors for $75, getting expensive now. Then there's the Warlock, which comes for $85, a bit more expensive also. And then we get onto the big stuff. All right. Anything over 60 isn't a starter. Right. Titan is cargo. Okay. It's one of the few ships I've just never bothered owning. I flew one, didn't like it, I moved on. Kay says, saying the difference in most games will trick you into spending $3,000 to deceptive game mechanics. CIG's like... Well, you're right. Yeah, Kay says is right. No, there's no manipulation here. It's like, hey, give us $3,000. Well, actually, there is manipulation, all right? There's the artificial scarcity. Because they can just print up as many javelins as they want. But when you make it scarce, you're creating that FOMO there. That's why people are chasing it. The thing is, it's exclusive. It's $3,000. It's exclusive through rarity and through price. So, I mean, is that manipulative? And it's just marketing to me. The kings of FOMO, right. My personal take on that is a lot of people who've put out $3,000 for a Javelin now will quickly realize that they don't have enough crew or friends to man these Javelins for them. And we've seen what the new engineering mechanics are all about, right? So if you want to go solo your Javelin, you can, but getting 10, 15 people to come on your Javelin to fly it like it should be flown might be tough for a lot of people. I do believe a Javelin is a thing that orgs should do together. If you have an org or you have a group of 50, 100 friends in an org, then Javelin maybe. But otherwise, just for people to own a big ship on your own, I think there's going to be a wake-up call. I mean, I'm going to just fly my Javelin as a taxi cab between places, solo. That's what we're all doing, right? Yeah. Titan starter is back to 75. The pack was a bit more. So the Eclipse, smash or pass? Definitely smash. Smash buy on the Eclipse. Expensive, but it is a very unique ship in what it does. It is a stealthy ship. It has low infrared and cross section. There is no stealth, like invisible stealth in this game yet, or there might never be. Higher NPCs, yeah. Right, Semphus. We're not there yet, and we may be. So, $3,000 for an Eclipse. Oh, 3,000. 300 for the Eclipse. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. One of my favorite looking designs, but also this thing is great at bounties. Missiles are expensive, torpedoes are expensive, but you just sit like 20 clicks, 30 clicks out of range, and you fire, and the torpedo goes in, and it blows up your bounty, and you're done. It's a cheat code, basically. But these in packs will be deadly. They will take out anything. I like it for that. Like a stealth bomber squadron. That excites me. It excites me a lot. Okay, moving on. Gladius is your default light fighter. If you do not have a light fighter and you need a fighter, the Gladius is the go-to for $90. It's reasonable. It's the only light fighter you will need. So anytime they make any kind of balancing, anytime they add new ships, it's always, how does it compare to the light fighter, which is the Gladius? So if you have one fighter in your fleet, it should be the Gladius. The Gladius Valiant. What the hell is the difference, chat, between the Valiant and the normal one? Mech Rider, thanks for the follow. Weapons. Skin. Weapons and skin. Exclusivity to rarity and price is basic capitalism. Oh, Shushk says, we don't do capitalism in here. Oh, God, I forgot to turn off the notification for 1-bit donation. Slicer, abusing it first thing in the morning. Thank you, Slicer. The difference is the looks. What's different in looks? Looks the same to me. Morning, Slicer. The skin, the weapons. What's the difference in the weapons? Is there a difference in the layout? Upgraded weapons and a special skin. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Athy, for your 2 bits. You're going to make me turn this off, aren't you? How do I turn off the sound? There must be some setting that says I'm only going to do this alert with a certain amount of bits, right? Not that I appreciate your bits, but you guys are constantly abusing my my good nature here. Yeah. All right, so between the Gladius normal and the Gladius Valiant, some weapons and some skin, for $20 worth, I don't think big difference. Normal $90 Gladius is fine, and there's always going to be other skins for sale. Hammerhead, $725. Has it always been? Wasn't that price original? What was the original? $600? This ship's gone up in price a lot. I would say as an org or as a group of people putting money together, the Javelin is probably a decent option as a way to get multiple friends together on one ship, all doing something as shooting turrets. If nobody wants to be an engineer or some other garbage role, engineer is actually pretty important. The Hammerhead is one of the ships which says, hey, everyone come, everyone get into a turret, everyone gets to shoot stuff. It's fun. Is it $725 worth of fun? Debatable. I leaning towards no. Like upwards up here in the 700 range for me is pricey. Aegis have no ships in the large ship tier for a group to live and explore the versus versatile. Hammerhead needs a complementary ship in Aegis large. Yeah. So, as much as I like the Hammerhead, I think it's a very important ship, especially now with master modes coming in. If you are in a bunch of light fighters dominating the skies and a Hammerhead drops in, that should be a threat to you. Right now, the light fighters dominate everything. Like if you have light fighters, you go in, everything gets wrecked. I think there will come a time of balance where if you bring in a Hammerhead, then everyone needs to scatter because this thing will be heavily armored, heavily shielded, and dangerous enough that you should not be trying to challenge it in a small fighter. That's where I think it's going. For $725, look, if you have the financial means, go for it, but otherwise, I don't recommend this for a small group who are looking to spend a bit of money on something for a group to do. I feel it is, it's getting pricey. Plus, earn it in-game. My thoughts on that. If it was $500, yeah, right. If this was $500, I'd say yeah. $550, yeah. $600, getting expensive. Upwards above $700, I feel is kind of pushing it for any spaceship, actually. Idris P. Again, one of those ships which is going to be iconic, is iconic in the Star Citizen universe. As an org who are pooling their funds together for a large ship, I would say yes. This is a ship that's going to be in Squadron 42. You'll be serving upon one, and I think they'll be fine. Army, what's up? Thanks for joining us. Citizen Ninja, welcome. Hammerhead is too expensive for what it is. Right, cats. For $700, no. $500, I'd say maybe. But essentially, the Hammerhead is or should be the counter to light fighters. So if the skies are being dominated over jump towns with light fighters, you should be able to drop in the Hammerhead, park right over it, and be able to defend the area comfortably. That's where it should be. And then I would say it's worth it at this moment for $725. I'm not so hard on that. Stratos, welcome. All right, so on the Idris. Does anyone know if someone who does fleet reviews, my fleet is all fleet reviews? Like you need a professional? Army, it's very easy. Look at the ships and then walk inside them and see which one sparks joy. And if the ones that spark joy please you, keep them. Right? You don't need a professional. Like, just keep what you like. It's very simple. I'm disappointed they changed the size from 3 fighters to 2, medium and light, hoping for an FA2 Scorpius from Idris. Oh, they changed what can fit in there? Yeah. You can fit 3 light fighters in the Idris, right? So, in terms of smash or pass on the Idris P, it is an iconic ship. I would say if you do have an org or a bunch of friends and you're looking for a ship which all of you can fit on and do stuff in, yes. I'd say yes because it's just an iconic ship in the game, is pricey. Now the big boy, the Javelin. 3,000 smackaroos, 3,000 space bucks for it. I think there'll be a lot of people who are overwhelmed with what it takes to run one of these ships. Now, they were sold already this morning, sold out in record-breaking time, and we just spoke about this. Either they sold the Idris and Javelin at the same time. So, if they sold 50 Javelins and 150 Idrises, or 100 Javelins and 100 Idrises, those have been sold already. Crazy that they get sold so quickly. I'm always amazed by it. But just my Discord this morning, Johnny Sky, if you're watching, are you there, Johnny? Johnny Sky managed to grab one for $3,000, and he says it was exciting. Pasternak, the sales come in waves. So I'm pretty sure someone must have written this down somewhere. Let's take a look. There's like a wave 1, wave 2 type thing. Sold out in less than 2 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. What's the difference between the... Oh, I guess it's all concierge. I mean, there's no one buying this which isn't concierge anyway, right? Is there a schedule? Does anyone have the schedule for when they are being sold? It's sold in 1 minute. This is the ongoing joke. I know, it's very sad. But look, it's the FOMO. Look, this is how it works. This is marketing. They put it up for sale. If you have $2,000 and you want to spend $3,000, go ahead and do it. But those things sell fast. It's crazy. It's Eggsy. Give Dane McCabe, who worked in the Sullen. Yeah, everyone's saying that. They got to give the band of merchantmen to Eggsy over here because they did such amazing work on the Soylent. I don't see a schedule for that, but if someone's... Crazy Journey, here we go. Wave 1 at 1600 UTC. Wave 2 at 0-100 hours. Wave 3, 0800 UTC. So if you missed the first wave, you have wave 2 and 3. I don't mean to make you feel like you might not get it past the neck, but it is, yeah, it's unbelievably difficult. Manage to grab those. If you luck out, maybe. It's just, I don't know. Geronimo 07, welcome. The Soylent needs a lava lamp. It does, yeah, in the bedroom, right? There's 100 new concierge members there. Yeah, I kind of think anyone buying a $1,500 or $3,000 ship was probably already concierge to begin with. Because now, yeah, it's crazy. So, yeah, $3,000 for the Javelin. A word of cautiousness for anyone who's thinking of buying one. It will be difficult to fly solo. You're not going to do it. So stop trying. Crazy Journey. What you got for me there? Spectrum Post. Oh, the FAQ. Ah, okay. Yeah, here it is. Thank you, Crazy Journey. Courtesy of Crazy Journey, the schedule for the ships if you have a lot of money and you just don't know what to do with it, and the best thing you think you can do is buy some JPEGs. Here is what you have. Okay, IE Day 2, right here. You get in the Aegis and Javelin. Tomorrow, what's the date? Not tomorrow. Today's the 18th? That's today, right. November 20th, the 890 jump goes on sale. November 21st, you get the Kraken and the Privateer. These are hot. These are going to sell like hotcakes. What is a hotcake exactly? I grew up in a part of the world where hotcake is not a thing. Is it a pancake? I am an immigrant. What is a hotcake? But I know it sells like hotcakes. On the 22nd, the Pioneer going up for sale. That is going to sell like crazy too. Now they showed us what the base building is going to be about. On the 24th, the big boy, the Hull E, which carries more than anything else, is for sale. And on the 25th, the Phoenix. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know who will be chasing the Phoenix. I mean, there's better ships out there now. But it is a nice ship. So there's a schedule, and this is when it's happening. 1600 UTC. Next one is at 0100 or 4 p.m. Pacific. And wave 3 is at 0800 UTC. So if you're looking to spend money, that is going to be your opportunity. Best of luck to you for that. It's a cake that is freshly baked. So it's not referencing any type of cake, just generally any kind of cake. It's not like a beaver tail or a moose knuckle or some kind of weird kind of cake, right? Any kind of cake? Arcade Alchemist saying he has to settle for the big D. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, the Pioneer is going to be off the rails. It's going to be off the rails. Hot cake is a pancake. It is a pancake, right, Chauvin? It's just the small, not crepes, just normal pancakes, right? From the south. Okay, Arcade is saying freshly baked cakes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the linguistics analysis part of the stream. Now, is a hot cake a pancake? Now, if you live in the south, what do you call it? What is a hot cake? I only take my advice from people living below Virginia. It's a camel toe. Thank you, Army. Hattie says it's a pancake. Definition of a hotcake is a pancake. There is, however, a subtle difference on how you prepare hotcakes versus pancakes. Generally, pancakes are wide and have fluffy texture, whereas hotcakes tend to be thicker and denser, just like my chat. Thank you, Athy. Also called griddle cakes. Right. It's a thicker and denser pancake. Right, okay. So it's a hardier... All right. I thought so. Waffles are better than pancakes, I agree. Well, I just made pancakes this morning. But I guess a more dense, less fluffy pancake is a hotcake. Got it. All right. I'm glad we sorted this out. This concludes my stream. Pioneer is 200 meters long. Small for a flying factory. Tommy, the side of the Pioneer folds open and it builds like this whole area. So it's... yeah, we have yet to see exactly how it pans out, but it's going to come out. Hellstorm, what's up? Got myself the Soylent, but blew it up each time to go for the hanger. Yeah, remember, back strafe is backwards. Side strafe is it's side. I watched a couple of streams. Now that I am a big famous streamer myself, I watch other streams, and they all just blew themselves off. As soon as they got into the ship, they throttle up and just crash into the ceiling. So... that was funny to watch. Although that never happened to me because I'm an excellent pilot. Yeah. Alright, so that's a story on the Javelin is, if you have $3,000 and you have a large group of friends or a large org, why not? Go for it. And obviously, CIG very much appreciates your sacrifice. The Nautilus, Mine Layer and Sweeper. We don't have mines in the game yet. I am not overly optimistic about the use of mines. I think they are tricky. Do you drop a mine someplace and it just persists there for weeks, days, months? How long does it persist for? Will people just be randomly mining quantum jump routes and just causing havoc? I'm concerned about what they want to try to do with mines. I'm concerned that they will then nerf where and when you can use mines, which will upset Nautilus owners. I think mines might be a cancer on this game. But I also trust that CIG probably has a plan. That there might be places you can and cannot deploy mines. Otherwise, it'll be a free-for-all. It'll be a disaster. If you can just mine whatever you want. I mean, you think griefers are bad right now? Just wait. Just wait. So, I don't really understand what they plan on doing with it. But I don't see any way that it won't be like max griefer heaven once mining comes out. At one point, EVE Online had mines. Even they decided it was a cancer. Really? Interesting, Vertice. Interesting. What? I don't recall mines. So what happened in EVE? They created mines and then they said it's not working? What'd they do? Because can you imagine the hell CIG will go to if they say, yeah, mines are not working? And it's a minesweeper. Right, so someone comes along and they mine these active cargo routes just for the hell of it because it's funny. Are you saying now as a Hull D or Hull E captain, you have to hire someone in a Nautilus to come and sweep the area before you arrive? I mean, it sounds like okay, it's a game loop, but just sounds like a lot of work. There were very large fields of mines on gates. It was a pain in the ass. Right, that's what I'm thinking too. So, I mean, take any org that has 5 or 6 of the Nautiluses and you just go and deploy massive minefields over some busy area and then sit back and watch as everyone blows up because explosions are pretty, right? So I don't know what CIG's plans are for mines. I don't see any way this is not going to be used for just awesome griefing. It's going to be an awesome way just to lay massive minefields outside every active area and sit back and just watch explosions happen and then go in and scoop whatever blew up. Make it a crime to lay mines in a certain space. Right, that could work, Kevin, but I mean, do people really care about crime stats? A lot of people will just play for days or weeks with crime stats and don't care. I mean, it doesn't stop you from doing anything. I don't know. I think the ship itself is beautiful. I think the Nautilus design is very, very pretty. I'm just concerned about the use of mines in this game. Have they thought it out, or do they think this is a good idea? Well, obviously they do, because I sold a ship. So on the Nautilus, it's a very role-specific ship. For 725, I cannot justify 725 for a ship for a game loop that we don't really fully understand. And as Vertice said there, will CIG reverse their opinion on mines once this comes out? Because they did it in EVE, well, not CIG, but EVE Online did it. They said, here's mines, and then people used mines, and they go, well, you guys should stop using mines, and then they removed them. Anyone who played EVE, double check that for me. Cromwell, new follow, welcome. So my concern is mine laying will be griefer heaven. CIG will go, oh my god, what have we done? We may reverse on this, but how do you reverse it if you sold a $725 mine layer ship? They may have stuck themselves in a corner. You know how in EVE we had warp disruption bubbles can right. Mystician, you follow, welcome. 07. See that guy? New guy arrives, new guy follows, and new guys 07s me right away. This is how it should be done. You slackers show no respect. Mystician, you're awesome. There you go. Anchovies fish and chips for your LT. Chauvin coming in here, pitching his store. By the way, Chauvin is a very beloved and trusted individual here in Test. He does have a bunch of CCUs and other goodies. So if you do have a ship and you're looking to upgrade it to something with LTI, Chauvin is our trusted go-to for that. So give him a DM if you do need some help. He may be rude and insult you at times, but no, he's the best. He's good. What's up, my car? Welcome. A drone ship. Nautilus, a griefer ship. Yeah, I don't see how the Nautilus will not be the griefing ship of the game, right? You fly outside. Okay, taking off from New Cabbage and flying to the space station, it's a straight shot. You know that route is going to be busy. You just go and lay mines on that route and sit back and watch as ship after ship after ship just slam into your mines. It's just common sense. And explosions are pretty. And you know we'll be doing that, sitting there cheering as ships blow up. You go, yay! And then when a ship blows up, you go in and you go pick out whatever parts you want. And that's the loop, right? Fazarus 07, welcome. Yeah, quote me on that. Explosions are pretty. So the only reason I would say do not buy the Nautilus is that I am just unsure about the validity of what CIG is thinking when it comes to a future possible mechanic in this game that involves laying mines. I don't know how they plan to overcome the griefing that is going to hit when this happens. So for that, I would say be cautious, because at $725, it's a lot of money for a very, very role-specific ship for a role that is not in the game loop right now. Mines were removed from EVE in early 2000s, ultimately due to the immense lag they create. Oh. Okay, so it wasn't griefing, it was lag. Maybe CIG has a way around the problem. Right. Damn! Someone dropping a whole bunch of subs. Chauvin gave out 10 subs this minute. Wow, Chauvin. Thank you very much. I am now officially probably the biggest subbed Twitch streamer that you are watching right now, because you're just watching me right now. Thank you for your generosity, Chauvin. Much appreciated. On this day of spending, this great day of spending. So that's my shtick on the Nautilus. I would say it's beautiful. I think it's a very well designed, pretty looking ship. I'm not sure about mining. Now, the Reclaimer, yes. This is endgame salvage. If you enjoy the salvage mechanic, this is where it ends. It doesn't go any higher than that. $400 is pricey, but you will not get a better salvaging ship. Actually, we hope not. We hope not. It may, right? Think about actual mine laying. It is difficult to effectively distribute something in 3D space. It would be very difficult to sabotage a route in 3D space. No, KSS, when a route from A to B is pretty linear, right? It'll be mined. They'll mine the hell out of that. Mines will have the power of a size 5 torpedo. I don't know. I'm skeptical. I'm concerned about the mining issue. We'll see when it comes out. Guaranteed mines will be the griefing tool of choice. Absolutely. Because there's zero risk to the griefer. Right? Griefing always... There's maximum griefing when the griefer has a minimal amount of challenge put against them. So mining is the ultimate griefing tool. Because you drop it, it's set it and forget it, right? Lay it on your mines and go. And that's all you have to do. Invictus, Pretoria, new follow, welcome. Polaris more of a griefer than mines. 4 size 9 tops. Yeah. No, Polaris is going to be awesome. Do I have a Polaris? I think I have a Polaris. Yeah, the Polaris we bought in 2016 when we answered the call. We answered the call to spend money on a Polaris. That's what we did. Stupid Polaris. But no, it's going to be nice too. Size 10. Right. So, on the Reclaimer, yes. Definitely a smash on the Reclaimer. It's the end game salvage. Redeemer. It is, as a combat gunship, probably best in class. Serious DPS. Fun with a friend. The only reason I don't like it is the hair straightener engines. You guys know my feeling about that. Between this and the Black Mamba, which was the other next great starship. I like the Black Mamba one, right? Can the Reclaimer be run with one person? It can, but you have to run around and move boxes. It's doable. So on the Redeemer, for $330, expensive, but it is, I would say, best in class when it comes to gunships. They had to make it the best in class because it was designed to be that exactly. Only reason I'm not a huge fan is just the engines bother me. That's about it. Base Retaliator. So this is an interesting ship. Interesting ship. Keep in mind 150 is base. It is based. Right? It is the not woke ship. I don't know. 150 is not getting you much because you need the torpedoes, and so then you're looking at 275 for that. But what is happening with this is there are modules. Now the modules are not. There's a drop module. There's a living module. This is an all-round, pretty solid base ship, which you do need to add onto. So be aware if you do buy the $150 ship. It's nice. It's really nice. But you do need to add the torpedo bay or the live-in bay, which is not out yet, or the dropship. I don't see this being used as a dropship. But you know what? If this is like your one ship, it's going to be pretty flexible. So it has a lot of potential. If you like the way that it looks, if you like the aesthetic, if you want a torpedo ship, I would say yes, but it might get pricey as you add the modules in. But what I like is that if you just love the aesthetic of this and you want that one ship, which you can switch out to have other modules, then this will be it, right? This will be like the one home ship you have where you can also live in, but then you can pull out your living module, put in a torpedo bay, or pull out your torpedo bay, use a drop ship. It's like it's a Swiss Army knife, basically. And for that, I would say yes, but be prepared to spend more money, like $275 to make it a bomber. It's one of the earlier ships in Star Citizen, and I think it holds up well. They did a good job with this. I have a lot of praise for that ship there. The Saber, Space Superiority. Is this 4 size 3s? What's on this? I think it's 4 size 3s, right? Pretty solid. A pretty solid ship. It is not the go-to fighter. I don't know anyone who uses it for stealth, but it's a decent ship. If you like the look of it, then I'd say yes. What's the difference between these two? The paint? Pass on the Comet. I think it's just different weapons, different paint. There's no need. I mean, buy yourself the 170 here. You can buy paint separately, $5, and you can swap out weapons to whatever you want also. Not really that important to spend an extra 15 on that. Yeah, weapon layer. I guess it's more the these bullet. No, they're all lasers. I don't know. Whatever it is, you can always buy the weapons in game. You don't have to spend extra 25. Brings us on to the Vanguard series. All right. I know there are some huge fans of the Vanguard. For $300, I would be, right? Any fans of the Vanguard series here? I mean, it's a solid ship. Harbinger's solid. Warden is great. Yeah. Again, it's going to come down to the aesthetic. Do you like the way the ship looks? The thing is, the nose cannons are fixed. There's no gimbals on that. If you like gimbaled weapons, but $300, I don't know. I just feel there's other options out there for $300 or in that range. I don't see many people flying them. Just looking around, when I fly around, I don't see many of them. So it's either a ship that you enjoy and you just like flying it for the aesthetic, or that's it. So I don't know. VPZ, thanks for the follow. Welcome. The Warden and Sentinel for sure. There's also a nice small dropship. Right, so here we go. The Hoplite, as a deep space fighter and a boarding vessel, it has more of a role, right? And the Sentinel, look, E-Warfare is not in the game yet, but we can only imagine this will probably be pretty decent at what that's supposed to be. So between these, Harbinger, I don't know. Hoplite for $240 is cheaper. It's a better price range. Sentinel, E-Warfare, we're not there in the game yet, but I have a suspicion it'll probably be useful. Is it $275 worth of useful? You may want to wait until actual full mechanics come out. Maybe we'll see then. So I would hold off on that. Not an instant buy right now. Warden, $260. Okay. Vulcan, interesting. So I would say yes. If you're not into combat, you don't want to be shooting things, you want to be more of a support role, you want to be a healer. If you like being a healer in MMOs, this is the healing ship in Star Citizen. You have these drones which spit out the side, and we don't know exactly how they're supposed to work. I can only guess that, the image shows you're in flight. Let's assume that everyone has to fly close together, and so you target a ship and a drone flies off and then lands on it. I'm not exactly sure how drones will work in this game, but basically you are the repair and rearm ship in Star Citizen. What was the boarding vessel again? The Legionnaire is the boarding vessel. We'll get there. Yeah. Actually, is the Legionnaire for sale? Should be. So if you enjoy being a healer in MMOs, I would say Vulcan is probably the ship you want to look at for $200. Not cheap, but it'll definitely be very, very useful. Being able to rearm and repair and refuel. It is also going to be a moneymaker, because you will find someone who goes, hey, I need torpedoes, or I need you to fix my wing or my engine, and you are the ship that can do that. I guess there'll be a way to build them. You say, you know what, like 50,000 UECs and I'll repair your ship. So you're a healer and it's a potential moneymaker. I would say $200 is, up there, but it is worth it in my opinion. It's also a very cool ship. That brings back to the Penguin. Okay, we covered that. We're good. So, I want to show you guys something now, which everyone missed. All right? Day 2. We scroll there. Security Superstar. It's an article by Finica Sloan, and she's writing about Garmin Humble, who is a security professional. And everyone browsed over this and missed it completely. But because you're here, you're now going to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, Garmin Humble making an appearance because Jax apparently, we are told, is not going to be making an appearance. So we have someone else to fill up, and he is, I guess, a bounty hunter, or rather a security professional. Let's watch. New character being introduced. First time, Garmin Humble, security professional, go.
Hello, folks. Garmin Humble here, back on the mean streets of Area 18. Cities like this are teeming with scumbags and lowlifes that would just as soon shoot you in the face as give you the time of day. That's where I come in. When preparing for patrol, it's important to check your armor, your sidearm, and of course, limber up. Staying loose is your #1
always
stretch,
man.
When it comes to stopping crime. Trust me, the only thing standing between you and an unceremonious death in the gutter are security professionals like me.
Don't test me.
Oh there, buddy. Oh, take a step back now.
Who the hell are you?
Garmin Humble, freelance security
A
professional.
freelance cop. For crying out loud.
And coming with me.
Die, fake pig.
Armor? Check. Sidearm? Check.
Headshot.
Should have stretched.
Oh, he's still alive.
Scumbag. Don't worry, no need to thank me. You're welcome. Stop the crime. Burrito time.
I guess that's the new catchphrase. Huh? Is that it?
Welcome. Stop the crime.
Burrito
time.
So, new character being introduced. I mean, yeah, it's Mandalorian, obviously. I love everything about this. I love everything I just saw. I forgive you, CIG, for dropping Jax out. I still think Jax makes a surprise. There's no ways they're not bringing Jax back. I know some people said it's the writer's strike or the Agfa thing, right? Is it? Is there a part 3 already? No ways. And there's part 2, yeah. So, there you go. New character. Garmin Humble. Look, 6,000 views in the first hour. This is flying under the radar. No one's seeing this. Part 2, here we go. You guys are one of the few. 6,000 views. That's nothing for Star Citizen. Let's roll. Part 2.
Hello, folks. Garmin Humble back again. And today, we're going after a high-profile bounty. Hey, bud, do me a favor. Stay here and watch the stalker for me. Little joke there. But
like
seriously,
like
never risk your ship if you don't have to, folks.
It's the Penguin.
Okay, so if my intel is good, and it always is, the mark should be holed up somewhere down in that little backwater. Probably dug in deep. This manhunt could take days, weeks, even months. This guy's well connected and... Oh. Wow. That's his ship there. Guess I better get down there. The mark is likely to be jumpy, with a bounty this size on his head. Not that the credits matter to me, of course. It's all about the justice. Oh shit, they're taking off already? Jesus. Okay, folks, here we go. Oh, jeez, I didn't have time to stretch.
I feel it. I feel it too.
There. All right. Now let's find this. Nope. You aren't the mark.
Vicious.
Oh, hello. You, throw down your weapons and... Okay, so much for bringing him in alive. Who the fuck are you? Easy there, big guy. Don't make me use it. Oh, shit. to go. All right, here we go. I always wanted to do this.
Dropping out? He is.
Hold on tight, folks. Mission complete. Burrito I eat. There you go.
I love everything about that. Mission complete.
Complete. Burrito I eat.
I'm gonna steal that catchphrase for me. Also, this is the thumbnail for my next video. In fact, let me just save this thumbnail right now. There we go. All right. So, no Jax, but we have Garmin Humble. Our local mandler. What armor set is this? What's he wearing? I'm trying to identify his torso. Is that something we have in the game right now? Because you know everyone's going to try to replicate that now, right? Mission complete, burrito I eat. I like it. But still, no Jax. Kind of upset about that. He's a Dollar Tree Mandalorian. Nice. Nice. I like it, but I think it should have been a better voice actor. Rude boy. What? Do you think you could do better? I don't make a difference in my life. I think it was fine. This is how they wanted him to sound. Right? Thanks for the follow, Thork282. What's up? What's up? That's okay. I see nothing wrong with the voice. Anyway, so the surprising part is they're saying there will be no Jax, but they definitely had a time to put this together. Is there a reason why they would do, and these are unlisted videos. It was unlisted. It's okay, it's up now. I scraped my feet, burrito. Okay. Chauvin is coming out with new taglines. So, I like the introduction of a new character. I think this is coming in with the new bounty hunting and restraining features we saw. The Zeus, I feel, will be this guy's next ship. I think it's a great way to advertise the bounty hunting mechanics. It's possible that they're introducing him now because they're going to start pushing bounty hunting, as in not blowing up other ships, bounty hunting as in getting individuals. It was unlisted because you're supposed to find it during the IE. Right. Which I did, because there it is. And there was that one. Notes. Okay, so we get to this page, and we can see you can actually click on items, which open up pages for us, which then will let you buy things. No. Too much reading. What's the next one? Just articles. This is nothing new. These are nothing new at all. 250 promotions. Oh, the previous ones. Okay. What else you got? That's where we left off. All right, so this concludes our IAE analysis. Let's fire up the game. Let's go take a look at the actual event itself. Twitter's been showing me a lot of love lately. Check this out, 13,000 views on that. And I don't pay Elon Musk any money. They said that you had to actually pay your $10 a month or whatever it is to get your little check mark to make you stand out more. But I think the Twitter algorithm's actually been pretty generous with the non-subscribing demographic recently. Our servers are experiencing difficulties. Okay. Oh, is it just me? I'm getting an error. I'll try again. Maybe I should have updated before I tried. Small update coming in. Here we go. This will work. How many Soylents did we get? So, if you missed yesterday's stream hook, which you shouldn't have missed because I know you watch every single day, because you just have to. I bought the $65 one with the concierge skin. I then immediately regretted buying it because I should have bought the $72 game package one. Reason being is if you have it as a game package, you can then at any point send it to another account if you want a second or third or fourth account. So I left it at that. I'm not going to go redeem or refund anything. You had to work. That's fine. I guess some people do that. Yeah. Games are running smooth. Right, Mr. Miggs. Surprisingly, the game was running smooth for me too. Here we go. Starting up. I was fully expecting to get horrible performance, but it ran okay in the first day, maybe the second day. Also, keep in mind that the way it works in CIG at Star Citizen is the longer the servers are up, the worse they get. So a server coming on the first day is going to be good. Second, third, fourth day, it gets progressively worse. Maybe this has changed now that they're getting fancier. We'll see. Work. Yes. I know some of you at work watch. They go, Montoya, I watch you at work. I go, what kind of work do you do? Were you watching live streams? Right? Security professional? I want to see a starter ship tourney. Yeah, they've had those Arc Nova. They've happened. Athy, I see you. Join friend. Athy's my friend. Let's do it. Okay, let's take a walk to the IAE and take a look at the ships. Is the Javelin docking today? No, Athy, I'm just saying you, my friend. I mean, you might not be. I don't know. Are you? We'll see. Do I use sticks or MNK? Monkeys? Do I use sticks or monkeys? I use sticks. I have a center-mounted stick right over here. No, I'm being serious. There is a stick. It's a Warthog. HOTAS. I had a bug yesterday where if I take off a piece of armor, it disappears. And I can no longer see or use that armor now. Is it back? Did my missing pieces come back? Lodestone. Wild wood. Yeah. Oh, it is back. Okay. Now where's my executive armor? Where's my gold executive armor? Because I took it off and it just disappeared. I mean, how will people know how fancy I am if I cannot wear my gold executive armor? I can't wear this normal average man armor because then no one... Is this you? Did you come back? Is that the executive armor? Pabo. No, it's not. Or is it? Is it you? I guess I still have that bug. It's not giving me my fancy armor. Ah well. We'll live without it. There's more than one page of armor. Alright. Alright. Oh! I mean, I knew there's more than one page of armor. What you take me for? Some kind of idiot? Obviously there's more than one page of armor. I just wanted to see if you guys knew that or not. There we go. Whose stupid idea was to make 2 pages of armor? Oh, there it is, my beautiful set. Yay. I was just testing you guys. Of course I knew that. It's stupid. Okay, server's running smooth. Running smooth. Let's make our way to the hall. You have 20 pages? I'm sitting there, I'm scrolling out, where the F is my armor? I can't believe it, because I took it off and just disappeared. It's on page 2. Obviously it's on page 2. Yeah. Every time you play it's like the first time. Right, it's not that I know there's 2 pages of armor, but I swear. Because, alright, when I pull something off, it should be the most recently used. It should be on the first page. Like, what kind of game design is it that you pull something off and it tosses it in the back somewhere, right? It's not me. It's bad game design from CIG. And for the sake of realism, because in real life you don't run everywhere, we just walk. So, welcome to the walking simulator. Inventory needs to look, your inventory is not bad. It's not horrible. You can't wear armor to convention. Athy, I'm tired of listening to stupid advice, alright? Griff was in yesterday. Go, you can't wear, you have to put on normal civilian clothes. Screw that! I do what I want. I do what I want. I'm wearing my fancy gold armor. It's the only time I'll risk wearing it, because there's no way I'll actually wear this outside of this area, because I don't want to lose it. Ah, run. It's so majestic.
Careful, doors are now closing.
The executive armor is first to spawn, so it's the end of inventory. Interesting. Interesting. Amigo, I didn't know there were pages in inventory. Thank you, Amigo. That's so... Amigo, you're so stupid, man. Look, what kind of idiot are you that you know there's 2 pages? Huh? I mean, you're scrolling. Why can't I just make an endless scroll? Why pages? You found this helmet? That's awesome. I thought this helmet was stupid, but then I saw wearing it, now I like it. I mean, I still feel it's kind of like owl eyes. I would have been happy with just a plain black kind of eye thing, but whatever, man. That's okay. It's alright. Ooh, this guy's already got these Automex security helmet set up. Which reminds me, I gotta go get mine. Can we still loot these the same way? Okay, so for those who are new, we're about to go into the IAE, which is the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, where there's a ship showdown. It's like a showroom for ships. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Citizens for Pyro. Stop the invasion. What's all this about, guys? Amigo, you bring great disappointment to my chat. No one disappoints my chat as much as you do. Besides me. It's anti-alien movement? Okay, so the concerned citizens of Pyro are a political movement, and they want you to... Buying alien makes them strong and us weak. When the next war comes, they will use their ships against us. Humans must unite to survive. Okay, so basically this is the MAGA of Star Citizen. Don't make me pull out my MAGA hat. There'll be a great disturb. You know what happened last time I pulled out my MAGA hat, right? Who was it that clipped it? Xenothreat propaganda. Right, right. Okay, I like the idea. I guess that the people on Pyro are very anti-alien and UEE are more alien-friendly. But the ships, I mean, the Banu and the Xion are... they're not enemies of the UEE, right? Mega, make Earth great again. Oh, I like it. Oh my god, I'm gonna make a mega hat. Make UEE great again. You're onto something. Oh my god. Yeah, we're on it. We're on it. Extinguish threats, fight for peace. So that goes along with the theme. The sign's broken. You can see someone kicked it in, and the graffiti says, "Don't buy." What's it? Don't buy alien. More pamphlets. Volunteers needed. Yeah, I like that idea. It's kind of cool. Xion and Misk have a part. Right, right. Don't tell Griff that I'm walking into the show with my armor on. Miyuga. Make the UEE great again. Yeah. Apex or Zenith Hall? Where am I? Zenith. So if you missed yesterday's Alien, it's still on, but the new one is here. Is there any kind of audio? You guys getting game audio? Yeah, getting footsteps. All right. Let's go up the middle. I can already see the reclaimer, so we're going to take a nice walk up, revealing the beautiful and majestic Aegis reclaimer. It's gigantic. Nice. Take a second to just let it soak in. God, a bunch of children. Every time, that's what she said, that's what he said. Stop it! Stop it! You're worse than my 10-year-old. But I do appreciate... Let's take a moment to appreciate the lighting, the sounds, what they put into this. I think it's time that I unmelted my reclaimer. I melted it a long time ago because there was no actual purpose for it. Actually, I remember the first... I melted it because when ArcCorp came out and I spawned it, and it took me 45 minutes to get out of atmosphere, I go, nope. No. But it's magnificent. Even more fascinating is that it's one of the earlier ships. It's a very early ship in Star Citizen, and one of the largest ships in Star Citizen. The one section, the one point of contention is this, which is the big claw, right? Are they still going to be using this claw? Is this still a thing? Is this claw still going to be coming out and grabbing objects physically? I can see that might be a very difficult task. I wouldn't be surprised to see this claw just change into a giant tractor beam instead. But I mean, you've got your tractor beams here, right? So I don't know if this claw is still something they plan on using. But as I said in the beginning, as far as salvage goes, this is endgame salvage. You cannot go wrong with that. Everything else is kind of meh. Let's go take a look downstairs. The claw is still a thing. So you will be actually physically grabbing things with the claw. Hail the claw. Okay, this is interesting. So here we see the newest stealth fighter in the game. Yeah, I like it a lot. I just don't know if it's worth 250. I mean, it's pretty stealthy. I like the lines. Can you guys see it properly? I don't know if it comes through. But it's definitely the stealthiest of ships right now. Interesting. We'll come back to that. Vanguard, Eclipse, Retaliator, Stalker, Gladius, Hammerhead, and the Vulcan, Nautilus, and Idris. I guess the Vulcan and Nautilus are worth a look. Let's go take a peek. Don't like the color? Nah. Excuse me, sir. Aegis Vulcan. Repair, rearm, refuel, become a one-person support crew. Move. Solo ship. Yeah, look, basically, you're a healer in MMOs. You like the healing mechanics. This is the ship for you. And I guess that I don't have a cross-section in front, but the interior is pretty. From what we've seen, the layout of it is very well thought out. This is your cockpit here. There's living quarters. I would say this is probably one of the nicer, more beneficial solo player, single player ships in the game. Not only is it soloable, but very important also. So, 200 bucks. I'd say this is definitely worth it. Moving on. Mine layer. Okay, we spoke at length about this. What weapons was it in front there? Was it size? They were pretty big. Was it size 7s? Somebody refresh my memory there. Size 7's fixed, right? So, as an offensive weaponry platform, 2 size 7s on the front is pretty decent. That is going to be pretty deadly. Plus you got the turrets on the side, mostly due, I guess, to scare away light fighters. So besides being a mine layer, just having the 2 size 7s in the front is pretty decent. But again, when we spoke about this a couple of minutes ago, I'm just not sure about the whole mine laying mechanic. It's a nice looking ship. Bolt Thrower, welcome. Thanks for the follow. You love the ship. Yeah, look. It looks great. Excuse me, sir. Let's do a nice quiet walk around. It does look pretty. It's your daily driver. I'm going to guess that the size 7 fixed weapons. Well, actually, they're fixed. Are they fixed? Can someone check? Are the size 7 weapons they fixed or gimbaled? If these size 7s are fixed, they are then pilot controlled. As pilot controlled dual size 7s, that is not bad. That is pretty decent. But I am just skeptical about the use of mines in this game. I am concerned that once it comes out, CIG will go, well, I don't know, this mining thing. Does it have a med bay? Good question. I'm not sure about that. No med bay. Should all large ships have a med bay? In my opinion, they should. But if you're trying to push medical ships like the Apollo, actually no. I mean, you can just grab a small ship with a med bay, right, and stick it inside this ship. Can you put small ships inside? What fits inside her? Does this ship have a hangar bay? I don't think it does it? Don't think so. It's pretty. It's pretty. Moving on. Idris with the giant cannon. Not sure why they're showing us a hologram. We've seen this ship in game. We've hijacked this ship. We have flown this ship in some ways. And we have fired that giant cannon also. So, not much to see there. Still, nice coin to get our hands on it in real life. We'll get there, right? Let's go check out the rest of the halls. Here's that stealth ship again. I mean, that's weird. How do you get in? They want you just to like walk up the ladder from there? I'm not sure about this. I'll have to come back and look at that ship again later. That's right, Hook, the Perseus. Speaking of, where is the Perseus? Hope we see more about that. The Perseus, I feel, is... I don't want to say it's going to be my daily driver because we're not there yet, but it's the perfect size, perfect amount of weaponry. It's got the cargo utility. Yeah, I'm excited for the Perseus as a daily driver when that does come in. God, you got to be in good shape to make it here. Zenith Hall. Oh, the mining part. This is beautiful. Looks nice. Take a moment to appreciate the effort they put into this. Alright, enough appreciating, let's move on. You know we'll be getting these displays sold to us, right? Hey, you want a floating asteroid in your hab? What do you put this at? 10 bucks? 10 bucks real cash? You know they'll be doing this. This as a display? You find some interesting mineral or rock? It's minerals, Marie. I can see this being something that you would buy to decorate your own house with. 100 bucks? 10 bucks with LTI? Alrighty, the Vanguard series. So, let me ask you guys, who here uses the Vanguard as their daily go-to ship? I think when this came out, it definitely was my daily ship for some time, but I just found myself just slowly drifting away from it over time. I think it's a great long-range ship. Metallic, used for everything, still. Upgrade to outside Eclipse. Yeah. I love the water. Warden kills in PvE, size 5 GATs. Right. Loki, hello. Right, so for me, so which model is this? I love this cannon. This is the one which explodes on impact. Which one is this? The Harbinger? Yeah. So this is a cool little weapon. I love using that. I think, in fact, that's the one I bought. But it's been so long. I just have not used it in the longest time. As far as the useful, I mean, it's got everything, right? It's got the bathroom. Bunk beds for you and a friend. It's a great little ship. It's a great little ship that does everything you need. I don't know why I just stopped using it. I just... Hoplite.
I'm gonna go and see if I can find
Very versatile also. Hello there. as far as dropships go, I just don't see many people using it. I mean, it looks great. Hoping I can buy Pioneer for this IAE. Yeah, Dwagar, getting there ready for the battle. Apparently these things are selling like hotcakes, which we learned is just a very dense pancake. In fact, I will now call my chat hotcakes. You are henceforth all known as hotcakes. What's up, hotcakes? But this is great. Let me know, chat. Do any of you use the hoplite? I don't see anything wrong with it, right? There's the seats. I love this weapon rack. I love it. That's awesome. I just don't see many people using it. If you are transporting a couple of friends, have you used this ship? Maybe it's just my circles. Drop seats in general are low use case. Yeah? Which one are you? Warden? Didn't they say they fixed this glare issue? Did they not say they fixed that? Hard charging bulldog of a fighter which features extensive forward mounted weaponry designed to tear through the shields and armor of other spacecraft. So named because of their multiple jump range allows them to form the vanguard of any military expedition. Vanguards have been seen in extensive service against the Vanduul. And that is the size 5? What size is this guy? The Apocalypse Gatling. Was size 4 or 5? Size 4? You can slap size 5 on it? Yeah. So, again.
I love going to shows like this. Such a good chance to see all my
Nice. Sleep. Whatever that is. Bathroom. There's nothing wrong with this ship. I just don't see many people use it. I guess because it's an older ship.
I wonder how this show is going to compare to the last one.
Less people use it. Sentinel. Coming up here. This one is E-Warfare. Again, E-War, not a thing that is too widely used right now, but will definitely be important as the game progresses, I feel. So I love this. The first time we saw this, we were so impressed. Like, wow, look at it. Isn't that cool? Old crusty ship. Right, exactly. We all go for the new stuff, right? Pastnak saying, I think dropships will come into play when they add those ground-based raid things. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, dropships will have their day. I mean, what happens now, in my experience, is if we're going somewhere, everyone just pulls their own ships, right? So why get a dropship? Everyone's pulling their own ship, but there'll come a time, I guess, where it's more beneficial for everyone just to go down in one ship. You're taking greater risk in a dropship, though. I mean, if your dropship gets blown up, everyone's dead. But if everyone just goes in their own ships to wherever you're going, usually it's a bit safer. Why is it IAE 2953 when Universe Time says it's 2973 in display info? Crazy Leo, I would submit that to the ticketing of CIG and find out exactly why. I have no good answer for you.
I think I've seen enough of these. The next home.
You want to go on ahead? That's fine. I'll catch up with you later.
Cool ship. This is cool. Someone's littering already. But yeah, I mean, I think that's basically it. It's old. It's a ship we've flown 1,000 times and everyone's kind of moved on from it, right? Do I need food? Coffee to go. I could use a coffee in real life too. I like that they put this here because we've starved ourselves many times. So apparently there are 2 pages to my inventory. This is burrito time. Look at the fidelity. It's like you're at an actual show. We have to stop and eat the crappy food. And now I have diarrhea. So we have to run to the closest washroom just like real life. It's amazing. Amazing. Blazor. Because our servers are so laggy they're 20 years behind. But then, yeah, why is that? If that is the case. Where are the toilets? I don't know. I guess we'll have to just poop right here in the mining section. Yeah, anything else worth seeing here? Eclipse, Predator Bomber, Gladius, Stalker. Yeah, let's go see the Eclipse. You are here. That means I want to go there. Where's our mini-map? I am there. I want to go see the Eclipse on Zenith Hall 4. It's here. I'm wonderful with directions. Ask my wife. The hall has a picture of an eclipse. I know that. Looks stupid to you? Of course I know that. Here we go. Ah. Pretty. I was so hyped for this. When they teased the eclipse, it basically had like this cloth covering it, so you couldn't really tell what it was. And we all sat and we were trying to draw images of what could possibly be under the covers. And then they revealed it. Everyone's very happy. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful design. And one of the very purpose-driven ships in the game, being stealthy in its cross-section and also devastating with its payload delivery. I'm looking forward to doing some runs, some bomber runs of 5, 10, 15 people in eclipses and just taking out fleets. It's going to be awesome. When does the actual game come out? It's incredible. Dirty, what do you mean? The game is out. I'm in the game right now. Look, behold, my butt in the game. It's there. Behold my crotch. My in-game crotch. The game is out. Unless you're referring to Squadron 42, which is the single-player game. Squadron 42, I think, will have a release date announced next year this time. Sorry, they will be announcing when it's coming out. What's up, Reload? I think we get a solid date announced for Squadron 42 next year. So 2025, I mean, they got to polish. And Squadron 42 is something that they cannot mess up at all. Look at this guy drinking a beer. Nice getup. So, single player game, a year and a half, maybe 2 years. The actual persistent universe, which is what we're in right now, is currently playable.
I think they've somehow outdone themselves with their latest lineup.
Can't wait for the Perseus game. Hook 2005, new follower. Welcome. Can't wait for the Perseus in-game. Part of my excitement to size 7 for bombarding stuff in atmosphere. Yeah. Look, I hope we can... I mean, I like pilot-controlled weapons, and I know that the Perseus is not going to be pilot-controlled, but I'm hoping they come through with that whole blades, computer blades thing where you can assign turrets to a pilot, maybe. I'd love to have at least one of those turrets put out to that. What's this? How's that? Some kind of glitch? Some kind of force field?
I have to tip my hat to them as a manufacturer. I mean, everything they have on the
That is weird.
I think they've somehow outdone themselves with their latest.
I have not been inside one of these in ages. Let's take a peek. Up we go.
Even with the crowds, I definitely think the Aegis is worth going to.
Elevator didn't kill me. Good news. That's good.
People are enjoying themselves.
Perseus comes with pre-AI bladed onto its small 3... What? Where'd you get that from, Metallic? Master modes will change how flight combat's... Yeah.
I'm gonna go and see if I can find
I mean, I've been messing around with the master modes. I mean, it's not...
The same
a massive change, just limiting your speed
Pretty impressive.
at most, right? And also you're trying to make you engage rather than escape combat. 6 were in the Retaliator. So I believe this is probably the... which model is this? This is the bomber model of it, because we have torpedoes back and front. These are the actual torpedoes. So if you guys are new, here's the one cool thing. Not one cool thing. A cool thing in Star Citizen is that these torpedoes are the ones that you shoot. And so when you fire, you'll see this drop down and fire away. It's physicalized in that sense, which is awesome. It's always very cool to watch the first time it happens. Hello there. Excuse me. This is your front torpedo bay, and the rear torpedo bay is the one that gets switched out to a dropship version, or there's actual habitat version which has a bed and everything in it. So it's a pretty versatile ship. It's one of the earliest design ships in Star Citizen, and a pretty nice flexible one at that. This takes us up to the turret. That is the turret, right? Yeah. And that's right, there's another deck. Oh my god, I forgot this existed. Huh. That's right. I completely forgot about this. There's actual bunks. And your armory. Ah, it's been that long. I completely forgot there was an armory and bunks in here. Huh. Very cool. So you and your friends, all the weapons you need, everything's in there. Tally is a bit confusing to me. Hope we see modules soon. What's confusing? I mean, I think it's a wonderful Swiss Army knife of ships. And deadly. With the torpedoes in there. What's the torpedo complement? 4? 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Is that it? Where can you find friends? Well, look, finding friends up to you. We have, I can't help you with that. I mean, if you're just a generally unpleasant person, then there's nothing we can do.
Wasn't for me, but maybe you'd like it.
It's cop, it's weird, man. Alright, so that's the Retaliator. Did we cover everything? What else was there? Oh, there was one more hole on the other side. Friends. Oh, it's so sad. Chandler died. He was young too. How old was he? Did I mention what he died of? How old was he? Was 51? How old was Matthew Perry? Drug addiction? But that wasn't... Is it just assumed that was drug related? Because there was no actual... I haven't kept up with the story. Drowned in his pool. Oh, okay. So yeah, so how do you randomly die? He died in a bath. Okay, I think he drowned. Did I mention pool or bath? Now to jacuzzi. Alright. So, safe to assume that he did something which made him pass out. Or he suffered a health episode which caused him to lose consciousness. But I guess there was no elaboration beyond. In fact, the fact that they don't tell us exactly is likely drug related, unfortunately, right? Gladius and Hammerhead. Zenith Hall 3. Zenith Hall 3. Zenith Hall 3. What did I come out of? 4-5. Heart attack and drowned. Right, but I mean, if you're suffering a heart attack, well, I guess you can pass out. But I think before you don't just have a heart attack and pass out. It's like, and then you're out. You feel the pain, or is it? I don't actually know anyone who suffered a heart attack and passed out immediately. No drugs in his system. Was a heart attack? That's terrible. With CIG increasing weapon ranges and also giving us basic sniper mode, I can see the Perseus being the Naga of Star Citizen. I hope so. I would like a decent sniper ship. I mean, the Idris is essentially the sniper ship then, right? The Idris with its big cannon. He was an outspoken alcoholic. Right, but I mean, that's sad. I mean, you have so much, all that success and everything he accomplished just for him to end that way. The worst story was Chekhov from Star Trek. New Star Trek, the young Chekhov. The guy was like all of like 25, how old was he? And he got pinned on his driveway. His car rolled into him and pinned him to the garage door or something. It's like Star Trek just came out and Star Trek was just a big hit. And then he goes and dies from a freak accident. That was crazy. He posted social media the week. He's talking how great his jacuzzi was. Damn. Okay, glad I don't have a jacuzzi. The Ion 6, yes, the Ion is a sniper-ish ship, but we're talking actual long-range sniper, one-shot kills. The Idris is the only ship which does that at the moment. I would love to see some sort of ion cannon frigate, dedicated frigate, just basically a floating ion cannon, or a floating any kind of one-shot kill weapon, and just engines around it. Colton, we're talking about Matthew Perry from Friends, the show. Passed away recently. Yeah, the Chekhov thing was so sad. Gladius Valiant, normal Gladius, what's the difference between them? The paint. If you're new and just arriving and wondering what's happening, this is the IAE. It's a show where they it's displaying the ships in Star Citizen. Every day brings a new bunch of ships. This is the go-to light fighter of the game, and here is the Hammerhead. Now, 725, how much was it? Tick me up, please. Paid 800 concept, 725 right now. So we were talking earlier about is it worth the money? This engine room's awesome though. Look how cool that is. That is awesome. 725 up here in the $700 range. I don't know. I just don't know about this ship in this range. I mean, it's big. I mean, check this out. Check these bunks. Your friends can all take a nap, right? It's got nice captain quarters also. Latrine. They did a good job with this. It's beautiful. Get your components here. Do you open? Open sesame. Is there a button I'm not seeing somewhere? Engineer station. Right. This is going to be an important area for sure. Hammerhead could have been an awesome ship if they gave the front gun Nautilus has. I don't know. I think it would have been too overpowered. How is the Carrack cheaper than the Hammerhead? Different ships, guess. Very different. So how does it work when I sleep in a friend's ship and isn't online? If you fall asleep in your friend's ship and you log out, you will reawaken in that ship if he is back online in that ship. If he is not online, you will just spawn at your default spawn station, wherever that is. Although I have not tested that in this recent patch, but I believe that's what's going to be. Captain quarters, or rather your ready room. and captain's bunk over there, complete with your toilets. It's so nice. It's everything about this is well thought out, well placed. I mean, I don't see. Well, will you guys? Here's a better question: have you ever, those of you who own a Hammerhead, have you ever sat down in that chair? I cannot tell you of a single person I know that owns a Hammerhead that sat down in this chair. Like, what are you supposed to be doing here? I mean, I like the idea that it exists. But let's just do a reenactment of what it's like to be the captain of a Hammerhead. We're role playing now. I'm just waiting for someone to walk in and ask me a question about something. What? Anything happening? The life of a Hammerhead captain is pretty bad, man. I mean, I'm still waiting. Can someone please come in and ask me some questions or anything at all? No. So, well, I like the idea for power on, exit. I just powered the ship on. I guess you can power the ship on and off. But there's no way in hell anyone who is a captain of the ship is going to sit there and just wait for what? I get... Any of you roleplay in here? You've tried the seat. So, I'm being completely honest with you when I say this is the first time I have sat in that seat. And I've owned the ship since launch. Since it came out. I've never sat in that seat in my life. Not saying it's a waste, but I'm saying it's... there's some things which look good, that's nice for them to be there, but are just never ever used. That will never ever be used. Ever. Cargo engineering, bridge. I'm assuming you guys have all seen the ship before 100 times. There's nothing special. I think it's a great ship. I think it's definitely going to come into its own when the master modes come in. Forcing engagement in closer spaces.
If I had the credits, I'd probably get one of these for myself.
Ooh, that's bright. Captain, we're out of toilet paper. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to be there. And this bridge is awesome. I love the bridge. Pretty unique as far as Star Citizenships go because it's underslung. The rest of the ship is above you there, but you have a great view of everything below you. Very handy when you're landing and you want to do first-person view at landing. Otherwise, not really a big deal. My personal preference is for a bridge to be on top of the ship, like the 890 jump, where you have a view of the ship in front of you. It gives you a sense of the size and scale of the ship you're flying around in. But unique, I think they pulled it off, and I'm okay with what they did there. This concludes the tour of the Hammerhead. Any questions? Hey, this guy's wearing his armor at the show too. You see, I'm not the only one.
Round. Seems like a lot of people are enjoying themselves.
Elevator down. Let's go down. Thinking of the ship boarding features of the Legionnaire. Good point. I mean, this could be a boarding ship with very little work done. That could easily be some sort of boarding mechanic. Like a tunnel comes out and hooks you up to whatever ship. But as a boarding ship itself, though, I mean, don't they have to be small and fast? I guess this can kind of just destroy everything in the end. Yeah, it can. I mean, I don't see that being too much of a stretch. That they can change it into a boarding style warship. Yeah, very possible. If you're on a ram ship, the cockpit is super strong. You can ram stuff. I mean, the Perseus is a better ramming ship. It's got a pointy part. It has to be pointy, not round. Right? Everyone knows it has to be pointy to be aggressive. Well, that's it. I think we covered everything. before we break for lunch, any questions? Do you guys want to see the inside of the Reclaimer? Not much to see. There's a lot to see. I'd get lost in there. But as far as today goes, I mean, basically it's all about the Idris and the Javelin. Is there a Javelin tour? I haven't checked. Pointy, yeah. Pointy is always more scary, right? Buyer's remorse or not?
So long to see one of these. It's even better than I thought.
No. No buyer's remorse yet. No buyer's remorse on that Soylent yet. The question is, will I be using it? I don't know, but I do. It's cool. I don't know if you guys. I flew around with it a bit more after we finished streaming. I pulled it out and flew more. It makes a cool sound when you're flying. It's like a whistling sound. It's soothing. I think for that alone, I'll kind of keep it just because it's unique. I'll keep the Soylent just because it is different, and I like to collect. At this point, I'm collecting ships, right? Landing the ship is not easy. It's perfectly easy. You point directly down at what you want to land on, and then you flip 90 degrees up exactly, and you strafe backwards.
Haven't seen everything yet.
Although I see so many people screwing that up, but it's not that tough. Come on, what's wrong with you people? It's impossible to land without auto land. What are you talking about? All right, so even if you're approaching a horizontal landing pad, you point at the middle area, and you just flip 90 degrees and just strafe in. No? We'll practice some of those. Yeah. Land nose down. You could. They could have.
Yeah, I can see wanting to buy something like this.
I can't imagine why.
Right, Urban Burger. You are a normal person that understands physics and understands which direction is up. Most people are not. I guess the confusing thing was the up, down, and strafe, right? So backward strafe takes you down. Victor Khan, new follow, thank you. Welcome. Yeah, that's actually it. The confusing part for people with the Soylent is essentially that strafing backwards, usually strafing this way, is now strafing this direction. So that's the part which throws people off. How dare I bring logic and physics into the game? Yeah. This guy's still going in the same beer. And now he's drinking his beer. And now he's gonna do a drunken dance for us. Dance! Because the fidelity.
I'm going to move on to the next holiday.
I'm just gonna stay here. I don't feel like seeing much else.
I did break a wing, leave him hanging first. Yeah, so we actually tested. It was able to fly normally with one wing, and I did see some people fly around with no wings at all. So that works. Okay, says, is that you? I had no idea you were black. Huh.
I've been pretty blown away by
How you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, KSS. Hey, came to your stream to ask a question. Yes. Just in time. Better be a good question. If you change out the tractor module on the Vulture for a normal scraper module, you can't salvage anymore. Has anyone run into such a bug? I don't know. Anyone got an answer for ZZ Muffin over there? Show complete? Burrito time. That doesn't rhyme. Yeah. I've not seen people bring that up before. In fact, 2 salvaging modules and 1 is it? No, it's because you stored it. It's known issue. You need to claim it fresh every time now. Okay. Yeah, so ZZ, if you want to drop into the Discord, discord.gg/test, you'll see some of these same characters in there right now, and they'll be able to guide you through that if you have any more issues. Thanks for the answer, Brad. You're awesome. Well, all right, ladies and gents, this concludes IAE Day 2. Thank you for joining me, and those of you who are trying to grab yourself the Idris or the Javelin, good luck to you. If anybody has any further questions, feel free to ask before we sign off right here.
I'm gonna go and see if I can find anything more interesting.
You can't dance either. What? KSS, do something funny for us. Chovan, thank you very much for the gifted subs. Much appreciated. I will now send you off to... So, what are the odds that our favorite Yoga Pants Twitch streamer is on right now at 12 o'clock on a Saturday, West Coast? Let's see. She's not. She's not on. Oh, good God. All right, so... what the hell? Ladies and gents, we're going to be rating Lottie Oddities. That's got to be one of those fake... she must be wearing that fake thing you wear. That's impossible. Or Strawberry Tabby. Strawberry Tabby's on all the time. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, and yeah, so... chat's blocking it. I was wondering, will our favorite Yoga Pants girl be on? And she actually is. There we go. Right? How is it every single day? All she does is sit there with her butt facing a camera. Unbelievable. But I'm going to put you... You know what? Here's Griff. Griff has had enough, apparently. I'm going to toss you over to the good people over at Soul Citizens. And... okay, it's not Griffin's channel. It's on the Soul Citizen channel. Ladies and gents, I'm going to toss... I know you guys want to go see what Lottie Oddities is talking about. I'm sure it's very interesting. But Soul Citizens is covering more important topics. So let's toss over to Soul Citizens. And I'm going to grab my lunch and make sure the kids are okay. I will see you guys tomorrow morning again. We'll do the tour of whatever is coming up tomorrow. And answer any questions you may have on that. Thank you for joining me. Thanks to all the follows and subs. Victor Khan, thanks for the follow. Hook, Bolt Thrower, Thork, Ruboy, VPZ, Invictus Praetorian, and everyone else. I appreciate it. And off you go to Soul Citizens. Like that. Soul Citizens, spelled correctly. Yeah, that is correct. Send Griff my regards. Have yourself a wonderful Saturday. I'll see you tomorrow morning, same place, same time. And you're all hotcakes. You're all my favorite hotcakes. Rating now. Take care. We're done. Cheers, KSS. You were amazing. Spandex is a privilege, not a right. I'm going to go see what Strawberry Tabby is up to. I'll see you guys later.